Alright, so we're going to go with Mold Building Crash Course 101. Tonight we're going to be working with some mold putty. Not the best stuff to use, but at the same time it does work to get some quick and easy mold, especially if you're not wanting to pull your parts, your originals apart to make them. Comes in an A and B style kit. Quite easy. Again, very simple stuff to work with. What we're going to do is kind of measure, well, it's probably best to measure it out, but I like to play and just do my own thing, you know? Okay, so first off, what we're going to be molding tonight is this lovely big bear head. Well, we don't want the whole head. Actually, the only thing we want is this right here. And this is where this kind of molding comes into play, because you can mold the entire thing and then cut the head off, but I want to do something different. I want just the cap so I can hollow it out and then make it a two-part mold. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to measure out our putty. And the best part of measuring, or the best way to measure it out, is take out your first part, part A, of course, and size it up to the head, because you want it to be just about right, because you only get one shot with this stuff. Shit's falling all around me here. So, looks about right. Good enough for me. Ball that up, and then we'll take part B. Comes in lovely yellow. I'm going to do the same thing. Get just enough and roll into the ball. A little more. It's best, as a first time doing this, to read the directions. Of course, we don't do that around here. Flying by the seat of your pants is the best. But my balls look equal to me. How about you, Alex? You think so? So then what we're going to do is we're going to beat it together. Just kind of mash it all in there. You want to get it so that it becomes one solid color. You don't want any of the white showing. And then once it's all set, I don't remember what the working time is on with this, but you don't want to play too long. Once you get it all set, roll it back into a ball. And then you're going to take your part. Now this is the very important part. Let's get a little bit more here. It's the very important part, is you want to roll it onto the head. You don't want to smash it in there, you just want to roll it. Reason being is that you want to get all the details in there. So just kind of slowly go down. And like I said, I'm making this a two-part mold, so I got to be very careful on how I get this out, so that when I go to cast it, I'm getting the actual piece in there. And this is going to work, I'm not really sure. But get it all set there, and then just put it aside. It takes about 20 minutes to cure. So when we come back, it should be perfect. So we'll start with that one. Put it in our little Minnie Mouse plate. We'll put that aside. Other applications that you can use for this is, say you want just the grenades off of this pouch here, or this pack. I'll play with my camera at a later time to get this better. But, you know, I just want the grenades. So, again, taking part A. And it looks about right. And part B. And take a little off of B. Yeah, that's about right. Alright, so get in there. I think I used too much A this time because I got a lot more white, so it's not blending in there. But you know what? We can make this work because we're cool like that. Okay, so now they're done there. Roll it up again. And then, as before, we're just going to kind of roll it into place. I used too much on this one, which is fine. Again, we'll make it work. It's all set. Put it to the side. Like I said, the application for this isn't really practical, but it's enough to be able to get you by, because using the regular molding stuff, you waste a lot of material just for one small piece. You know, like for instance on this vest right here, we got that nice little gun holster. And this is a little small surface stuff, so I guess you can call it like a press mold. Another application could be used for these wonderful pouches here. So instead of actually having to cut the pieces off, we can just do a press mold on it. Go ahead and do this one real quick. All right. Oh, that was perfect on the first shot. All right. Now, the one thing I'm not going to guarantee is perfect cast, because, again, you're not going to get perfection unless you're actually using a pressure pot. Don't ask me how the science actually works. It just kind of makes sense. All right. That's probably no good. Okay, so, again, I'm going to just sit there, roll it into place. And again, when you're sitting there doing it, you want to take it slow, because you want to get every detail in there. And you don't really have to worry about too much of the other part of the excess, because again, you're only wanting that one piece, so the rest of that can be cut off. So there's that. We'll do one more. I was looking at this figure here, and I kind of like that little, I guess it'd be like a little radio on the side there. I can't really show too much there, but I want just that piece right there. So again, I have the option of taking this figure completely apart just to get that. Oh, that's pretty nice right there too. That's a nice piece. We'll go ahead and do two pieces. We'll get this one first though. Because again, if you have an original figure, you don't want to tear it apart just for one individual. You can just make up these right here. It's simple. Anybody can do it, including you, Freeman. Did I call you out by name? I guess I did. Actually, should have Alex here. He can do that Christopher Walken voice for me. So, part A, part B. I know it's kind of hard to tell with that glare right there. I'll have to work on the lighting a little bit more for future videos here. So, alright. So, like I said, again, we're just going after that one piece. So, I don't want to take it apart because, one, I'm lazy. Two, I don't feel like it. And three, I have no other excuse for it. So, just take it, roll it into place. I used too much ice on that one. And like I said, that's the reason I don't really care for using the other mold when I'm just wanting one small piece of it, because you sit there and you waste an entire, quite a bit of product just to get one piece. Whereas this right here, set right there. Nice, right? We'll just see how it turns out. And again, yeah, once it actually make the resin, we're gonna have to cut pieces of it off of the casted piece. But I mean, that's small details right there. So, all right, 20 minutes mold time. We'll come back and see what happens here. End part one.